Do you know that there is a village where men and women exchanged roles? In this village, the men stayed at home to cook, clean, give birth, breastfeed, and raise the children, while the women went out every morning to work and provide for their families. Unbelievable, right? But it was not always like this. Before I continue, kindly follow our page and comment where you're watching from. Now, let me tell you how it all began. Once upon a time, in the same village, there lived a newly married couple. They were still enjoying the sweetness of marriage when a small quarrel turned into the loudest fight the community had ever had. One evening, the woman shouted, "You don't help me in this house at all. You come back from work, sit like a king, and wait to be served. I am breastfeeding, heavily pregnant with our second child. Yet I cook, clean, care for the children, and still attend to you as if you are helpless." The man, already angry, replied, "Isn't that your duty? I go out every day under the hot sun to work and provide for this family. Just to manage the house, you are shouting like this. What exactly do you bring to the table?" That question pierced the woman's heart. She fired back, "And you? Apart from money, what else do you bring to the table in this family?" Their voices went far and wide. Neighbors gathered, passers-by stopped. Soon, the matter was no longer between husband and wife. The women who heard the man's words became furious. The men who heard the woman's response were equally offended. Before anyone knew it, the whole village was fighting the same fight. What do you bring to the table? Houses that were peaceful the day before suddenly became battlegrounds. Every family argued. In the heat of the chaos, someone shouted, "I wish all the men would turn into women and all the women would turn into men, so everyone will finally understand." The words were spoken carelessly, but unknown to them, they were uttered under a shooting star. The next morning, it was as if the world had been turned upside down. Men woke up screaming due to their body changes. Some woke up with breasts on their chest, some with pregnancies. Meanwhile, the women woke up with muscles. They stretched their arms and felt powerful. Without question, roles had changed. The women picked up cutlasses, briefcases, and went to work. Back at home, the men began their new assignment. One man tried to sweep and sat down to rest after two Another stops. Put rice on fire and forgot it until smoke chased everyone outside. A third man carried a baby for 5 minutes and shouted,
"Who invented children?"
Those who were seeing their monthly flow wailed in pain. Pregnancy was worse. At night, babies cried, and it was the men who woke up to attend to them. Sleep was now a privilege. For the first week, the village laughed. By the second week, laughter reduced. By the third week, reality slapped everyone. Women came back from work exhausted, hungry, and silent. Men were equally tired, swollen, and confused. There was no strength left to fight. One evening, the same couple that started the quarrel sat quietly outside their hut. The man sighed and said softly, "I thought bringing money was the hardest part, but running a home is heavier." The woman nodded. "I thought providing was simple, but responsibility outside is not for the weak." That night, as the moon climbed the sky, another star passed. This time, the whole village shouted together,
"Let everyone return to their place."
By morning, the world was normal again. Men were men, women were women. But something had changed. Men now fetched water without being asked. Housework was no longer called nothing. Providing was no longer called just money. And whenever quarrels started, elders would simply ask, "Do you want the star to pass again?" Moral of the story: every role has value. Different work does not mean lesser work. A home stands strong when respect, not competition, leads the way. If you enjoyed this story, kindly follow for more and don't forget to comment where you're watching from.